Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Sagittarius. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. I thank you, Sagittarius, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Most of all, for showing up. Sagittarius, I've been longing to come to my readings. I've been busy keeping to my duties, making sure that I can come to do my readings as you are doing your duty to make sure that you reach to your future, all your plans. You're working them out step by step, going in order. I can feel that. It's a sense of order. Just the one that's showing again. There's disappointments. Look at that. You see? From disappointment, you go to satisfaction, and you're going to have everything that you need. And even want to. Look at that. Commitments coming in. And the devil is being held back. Or you're taking charge, or the devil in itself is that sense of work. You want to work through the disappointments. Sagittarius, you've been through quite a bit. And again, it's the other reason too that it's taken me a while to come to do my readings earlier this month. It seems to be I have that push and pull, and here we see the separation of cards with the Eight of Swords. So it's a shift in the mind, a shift in action, following that intuition to change something, to change the way you think, to change what you believe in. Sagittarius, Jupiter is in Gemini. So a lot of thought processing is going on here, changing the mind and changing the direction. Looking towards what is a fair or unfair deal that you may or may have had an encounter with someone, is deciding to walk away from what no longer serves. And in that respect, you're dealing with fairness, as in, I don't need it, I don't want it. And we have the Emperor that just shot out of the deck with the Ace of Wands to say that it is time to take charge and start again, start anew. Whatever it is that you've been working on, planning or putting plans together to start, your time is now, Sagittarius. Jupiter is backing you up with activity, with the effort that you are going to put in to what it is that you want. That sense of independence is only going to come from what you put forward. Having to choose and walk away, or having to choose to walk away and be alone, is what is on the table for most of you. Sagittarius, what a mouthful, and I haven't really begun. I'm still shuffling. But that it is. There it is what I want to say. There it is. You're busy, you've been busy, you're keeping busy, and you're moving forward, and you're not looking back, and you shouldn't have to, because where you've been, you know you will not forget. It is where you've been that is projecting and propelling you to move forward. I am still using the Smith-WaiteTarot, and I noticed that I'm saying Gothic spread. Somehow, somewhere, the Gothic deck is going to come back onto my table, but not yet. And I do apologize in advance to the other signs. I shouldn't say in advance. I apologize through your Sagittarius read to the other signs. It's not the Gothic spread, it's the Celtic spread. But Gothic has been coming up in other reads, previous reads, where I've been saying the Gothic deck, and now I'm saying the Gothic spread. So there's Gothic in here. And yes, It is, but I digress. The Celtic spread is where we are, and we're starting off with the Queen of Cups. It's funny that I start off with the same card. I think this is Taurus had this one. First card out is that Queen of Cups, but here we see the High Priestess. So it's deep, deep emotions and following the intuition. Some of us are dealing with third parties, or we're not wanting to deal with third parties. But either way, we're following that intuition. Again, it's very emotional. Could be that there's a forgiveness, a sense of forgiveness because of third parties, that you want to make that commitment. You want to have that commitment. You want to step forward and begin a new commitment. Could be you want to confirm a relationship or begin again with someone that you may have been distanced from. Either way, you're keeping your emotions to yourself, and you're dealing with yourself first so that you can start something new and have that sense of stability and be in control of what it is that you are committed to, because you are committed, Sagittarius. You're very committed. And you want that sense of control, and you have it. Actually, this is the third card. I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead here. You've had it, and now you want to have it again because I put it down below. But it really goes above, because what's on your mind is that stability, that taking charge, that independence, that being your own boss, working for yourself, for some of you. For others, it is being committed to the work where you do work, taking on a position of authority. Here we have the holding back, so indecisive behaviors or thought processing of holding back and not wanting to take that step forward in authority. Some of us are indecisive in that sense, where we work, we don't want to take on more responsibility, and then we are still contemplating doing so and deepening that sense of a commitment, rather. Here we have that overcoming of sorrow and sadness, and we're focused on what was disappointing. Remember the first cards that showed the Three of Swords and the Nine of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. So we're working through, we've been working through, you've been going through a hard time. I've mentioned that before. Your sorrow, your sadness. Again, we have the Seven of Cups. We saw that just now. Seven of Cups, having to choose, being confused about relationship, about forgiveness, about beginning anew. Having that confusion, but knowing that the possibility for romance is still there. We want to heal. We want to heal. We see in the wisdom, we see in the light. We've stepped away, we've been away, we've kept ourselves away. And we come to be wiser for it. Okay, it's all good. We're shedding light on what is to be in a relationship, to give that forgiveness, we're looking back. The future is in that we are looking backwards to see where we have gone wrong, or what we have changed, what we have learned, how we could share and shed light on. And it seems to be on this knave here, where the focal point is in what we truly want, that illusion. We don't want to go in with illusions. We're looking at reality when we're thinking of this hermit. And here we have another high arcana coming forward with the Lover's card. So you're in a position where you need to make a choice. You and Libra have the same predicament. I suggest personal readings, individual readings, in order to go for a deeper understanding as to what it is that you need to choose. Because here it says that there is forgiveness and starting anew, having a new relationship, either with the same person or with someone else. And that is where a personal reading will come in to determine your choice. Word is out. Boundless distance over the internet, travel. Someone is leaving, someone is communicating from a distance. This is probably where you'll have to make a choice. Because this is the environment, and this is where communication over the internet, travel, perfection, expansion and growth on abilities, being promoted. Someone may want to promote you. You may have to choose to go to the position in some cases. In others, it is a question of, because you know what you are doing, you know how to do what you are doing, you're being promoted by friends, family. It doesn't have to be work. It could just be for what you know how to do, that you're being called upon. Either way, you're being talked to or talked out. Someone's talking about you. Jupiter is here. Luck, the chance. Someone wants to take a chance with you. Maybe that's the conversation that they're having with other people, that they want to know if you will choose them. They want to find out. They want to come and talk to you. But there is divine guidance going on here. Someone may want to take a chance, or maybe you are thinking that you should take a chance, or that you would be taking a chance if you went with this person. Again, it is a question of being committed, what it is that you're committed to, what you want, who you want to be with, and what you have learned from the experience from the past. Because here you're looking back. It's always looking back. We're wanting to overcome what we've experienced, which was very desperate and disappointing. Here we see that we can forgive. We're looking to, that's the test. Spirit is putting you to the test to, can you start anew? Can you begin anew? Will you choose to begin something new? It doesn't have to be with the person that you're disappointed in. Could be with somebody else. But then there is conversation that needs to be had. And in the divine timing, things are going to play out. So fear, you're worried about what will come of it. You don't have to worry, Sag. Spirit has your back. And Jupiter is in Gemini. So if you're dealing with family, it could get a little iffy. And of course, you want to move away from family, or family is talking about you. And you're looking back on how it was with the family, and you're holding back because you don't want to deal with family. That's quite fine. You don't have to worry. Spirit has your back on that. You need to choose what you want. Choose what you want. Choose what you love. And if it is that you want to travel, then that is going to happen, because something or someone is going to bring you where you'll be able to move freely. Leaps and bounds even. Then there is that proposal. So coming away from divine timing here, where things are just going to fall into place for you, you're going to have that possibility to step forward. Use your intuition. You're already doing so. And end cycles that no longer serve you, because the bartering and the making a deal is coming to an end. That fighting that you may be having, if it is you're arguing, if there's an ego trip that you're looking into, that you're looking back on, that you're trying to avoid, you're going to put an end to that. And then there's that self-love. So here we have 3 cups showing up here. With the 5, there's an 8. With the 2, there's a 10 of cups. So cycles are coming to an end, and you're going to start something brand new. Again, you're going to reach the goal. It's different for each of you. So what that goal is, if it is to have that forgiveness, give that forgiveness, speak up, start something new, go into your creativity, development of some idea, making a proposal, you're going to do it. Because you want to be in control, or you already have the control, or you feel that in the past, because I had it down below, that there was control And now it's changed. The control has changed hands. Maybe it's different bosses, different companies, different ideas. This is where you probably come in having more clout, being promoted and such. Here's a celebration of sorts. Could be for marriage, could be for birth, could be for a first communion. It could be for anything. It is a question of who you're with and being close to them and being committed, because you're making that choice, making that proposal. You're thinking about healing relationships, or you're thinking about what went on in the past and if you can come back and forgive. The answer is coming up as a yes for some of you. That is going to bring big change because maybe the person is not expecting it. Again, Uranus is in Taurus, so that brings on the element of surprise, and you may very well do so with your proposal. Give them a surprise. Here we have the Four of Cups. So dealing with things that are from the past that need to be healed, because again, we're looking back. We keep looking back here. But we're looking at strategy too. We're looking at betrayal. We're looking at how you've been treated. We're looking at how you take on your own responsibility. We're looking at deciphering the truth and taking control when needed and healing a relationship on whatever level. Sagittarius, you're very busy. Things are going up in the air. Things have been up in the air. Things are needing to come down. And this is where the manipulation or the manifestation is going to make itself clear. This is where discernment, being committed, being able to walk away, being able to say, no, this is not good for me. I don't want. I remember how it was in the past and I'm not going there. I'm looking toward my future. I want to move. I want to be moved. I will be moving with someone in some cases where the choice is to say, yes, I want to go forward with them. And if it is that you feel you're taking a chance, it is in divine timing that serendipity is coming in. And here we have the Nine of Wands. So it is again another healing process. Could be in the fall, could be in September, where this may come to fruition. Either way, you have all that is required. You know everything that you need to know, and you have the ability to move on. And if you feel that you're lacking in something, it will come, because we've gone in quite a bit here. If you can see, we did a few cards. So it doesn't mean that this is tomorrow. This could take up until the fall, where you're going to feel that sense of responsibility, or you're going to take on the responsibility, or you're going to be able to make change, make real change, and see what the changes that you make come into fruition. Again, you're going to have conversation, you're going to speak your mind, and you're going to make that change. And what you say is going to make changes occur. So you're really looking, again, full circle. We started off with this card, one of the cards that came forward. And here you have the Nine of Pentacles to make that 10, which we saw the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck at the beginning. So choices, again, have to be made. And you will make your choice. You are very committed. You're very committed. You're in that position of, I want to do this. And here it's repeating itself here, as in the Two of Cups. To overcome. You are committed to overcoming. You are committed to moving forward. You are committed to particular people or persons. Again, it is really up to you to decide from your situation and the communication that you receive and will be receiving. And of course, that sense of healing is coming in. And not trusting is something that may occur for some. Again, it is the Nine of Wands, where the wounded healer is there's still work to be done. But that is where the forgiveness comes in. And if it is that you can't forgive the next person, you may want to start with forgiving yourself. What is the advice for Sagittarius from the witches? the seasons of the witch, sorry. Let's see what advice Spirit gives to help you to make that decision or to move into forgiveness or starting up. Again, we have the goat. Look at that. That is amazing. Capricorn, Saturn, taking it slowly, letting the third eye open up and see, letting that intuition speak. Fearless I am in the path I choose, for I have never been led astray, always finding my way. The goat, again, it is being able to stand in your commitment and take control and make things happen and make that change. And just like Taurus, you get an indulgence here. Being able to speak and stand for yourself and take care of you first. Again, if it is a question of forgiving someone else and you're not able to, start with forgiving yourself. Give yourself that extra love before you can give it to someone else if you're not sure or if you feel that you can't trust, because there's a lot of that. I feel it, that I can't trust. It's really strong here. But that is to come again in fall. In fall, you'll feel different. If it is that, for some of you may find it sooner than fall, but I'm getting that sense of really overcoming in fall. Because it's hard, what you've been through. You're pulling away, or you've been, and you will, for some, will pull away, and some of you will just see the light, depending on your situation. And then looking at that moon in the background of the goat, I would think within the next month. So being that this is the 17th of May when I make this read appear, you have that timeline of dealing with by the following moon to have an answer, or to at least feel that sense of I can move forward. So we'll just take a random card for the totem, inner totem animal. I keep saying the totem animal. This is the animal spirit that will guide you. As you have the goat here, we have the frog. Look at that. Prosperity. Again, the pentacles, the 10 and the king that showed up. The 10 showed up at the beginning. And now we have the king, which is crowning you. So choices that you make to follow and choices that you've made because of what you've experienced in the past. You've made certain decisions. He's very decisive. He's very in control of his emotions too. As we see here, she's holding back. But prosperity is on the front for you, my dear Sagittarius, with these beautiful froggies. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy, abundance, and good fortune awaits you. You see, joy and abundance, good fortune awaits you. On that note, Sagittarius, thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, love and light.